I'm going to show you how to work into the back loop of a stitch. It's quite a useful thing to do. It can give you texture to your plain stitches, and you can also then go back and work into the front loop of the stitches. It's very simple. I'm doing a double crochet row and a single crochet row. This is the double crochet row, and so after I've put the loop over, as you can see, I'm just working into that back loop. Instead of putting the hook under the two loops of the stitch, you just pop it under the back. Just do a few more to the end. Nothing too complicated. Do a chain stitch, and as you can see, I'm doing a single crochet into this row. So just insert the hook into that back stitch and do your single crochets as you normally would. And by doing this, the single crochet row pops out as a ridge on the work. And then later on, after I've done a couple of rows, I'll show you how to work a slip stitch into that front loop of the stitch. So as you can see, there's a slightly flatter side and then the ridges of the single crochet. I folded the work over so that the single crochets are at the top of the fold, and then I just work into the stitches that are popping out. So that's just a slip stitch that I'm doing. You could do this slip stitch in a different colour so that you've got a stripe. You can also do your double crochet row a different colour and your single crochet row a different colour, so you've got a whole stripe thing happening, as well as a texture, because the single crochet row is popping out and then you've got your slip stitch in a different colour, and that also just helps give it more definition. I do 2 chain stitch just up to the next row of single crochet and just slip stitch into that row. You can just see how I've folded the work over so that the front loop of that single crochet row that I did before is just sitting on top of the work. And so I'm just putting the hook through that front loop of the single crochet row. You could use it, say, if you wanted to put say a frill on something, you can use that to attach it to. So you can actually use this and make your work 3-dimensional so that you're working out from that row. Just here, all I'm doing is putting a slip stitch through that front loop. If you were working in colours, you could use that, put that slip stitch in a different colour to make stripes. You can also have different colours on the main body of the work so that you've got a multi-dimensional striping effect. So you just slip stitch to the end of the row, and then because I've got a double crochet row between the single crochet rows, I need to do 2 chain stitch, and that just gives me enough space to go to the next single crochet row. So I've just done those 2 chain stitch, and then I just move over. when you've done the slip stitches, you'll see that the slip stitches actually face each other on the work.